Hi everybody! So for today's craft, we're going to talk about a shelled friend that you might find in the ocean. Maybe even if you're like in a little tide pool, or if you're walking along the beach, you might see something with some pinchers. That, my friend, is a, let's spell it. Good. C, R, good. R, A, B. You know what that spells? B. A crab. Now, a crab, I'm gonna use some shapes to make this crab. I made a, what shape is this? Good, oval for its little body. And then their eyes almost look like they're attached to little antennas, huh? They have two pinchers. These claws are how they help to get their food. One large one. And another one over here. And 4 legs on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you know a crab cannot walk forward or backwards? They can only walk side to side. So whenever you see a crab, it might be walking like this. That's because they can't walk forward or backwards. Okay, so for our craft today, we are going to use some glue. We're going to use a pair of scissors safely. And we're going to use, I actually have this tan piece of construction paper because I thought it would kind of match the beach, you know, in the sand. And then I had that little rectangle where I'm going to write crab with you. And then I have 3 different color pieces of blue paper. I have a dark blue, I have this kind of tealish blue, and I have this light blue paper. And we're gonna use some of this and rip it up, and make it look like the ocean. And then inside my envelope, I put all my stuff in an envelope so I wouldn't lose it. I have, whoa, some googly eyes, which I always love. Googly eyes are super funny. What color is this oval? Good, nice big red oval, and lots of legs and 2 claws, right? 2 pincher claws. Now, what we're gonna do first is, what do we always do? Awesome, write that name. I'm gonna write my name, and you can pause the video if you need a minute to do so too. All right, write your name, flip it to this blank side, and you're gonna notice, you can kind of see how I have a line here, right? So that line is actually gonna help you when you're just putting on the collage pieces of paper for the ocean. So let's go ahead and write crab again. Remember the first letter in the word crab? Let's sound it out. K, k. Good. C. R, R. R, A. And last but not least, B. Good. Crab. Now, cover your marker. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna cover my my sand with some my sand with some water, and that water we'll use for those different papers. Now, I told you how I had a line on here earlier, right? That pencil that I penciled in. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your pieces of paper and we're gonna rip them up into little pieces. Now, I don't wanna waste all of my paper, so I'm actually just gonna take these papers and I'm just gonna fold it because I can save the other half for another activity. I made a nice little crease and I'm gonna rip it along the lines. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these, and then I'm also gonna use this blue piece of paper, the dark blue, rip it in half, because we're gonna be doing a lot of ocean crafts this month, and we'll need plenty of blue paper for all of that. And it's funny too, because even though it looks like the ocean is blue, it's just a reflection from the sky. Pretty fun, huh? So I'm gonna take my pieces of paper, and you start at the top, and we're gonna go apart, right? Because what you wanna do with this is you're going to make little bits of paper, right? Rip, rip. Now, typically we don't rip up paper, right? Like, we don't wanna rip books, we wanna take good care of our books. But for this activity, we're actually using this paper, so I'm giving you the okay to rip up this paper. But you definitely wanna make sure we don't rip up our books or anything like that. So what I'm doing with my glue is I'm not putting too much, but I'm putting enough so that way it'll be enough to stick. And I'm gonna start at the top here. I'm gonna take these pieces of paper and I'm gonna glue them on all over. So what it's gonna look like is different colors in my ocean. I'm starting with my dark blue, and I'm gonna take my light blue and my teal, and I'm gonna rip those up too. Rip, rip, rip. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take pieces and press, press. So I'll give you a clue as to what it looks like right now. See? So I'm taking these pieces and I'm putting it where the glue is. Now, I don't want pieces that are too big, but at the same time, it also looks really nice when they're all collaged together. See, I have all different colors, and you see how it's kind of starting to look like it could be the ocean. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some more glue to keep going to my layers, and I'm gonna cover it all up. Now, we don't want to drench it in glue, right? Because then it'd be really hard for it to dry. So you can see here how much glue I put myself. See? Nothing too wild. And then I'm going to continue with my pieces, rip them up, and keep gluing them on. And I love all these different shades of blue. Which shade of blue is your favorite? I think I really enjoy the teal. I think the teal is really pretty. But I think actually all three of these together look really nice. And if you have other shades you want to add, like I enjoy making a turquoise. If there's like a mint seafoam green paper, that also looks really great with everything. I enjoy that too. All right, it's almost done. And if you also need to pause this and take a little more time, that's fine too. Sometimes it takes a minute, right? It's not always super fast, and that's okay. All in good time. All in good time. Okay. Now, when it's done, it should look a little something like this. You see how now it looks like I have the ocean's at the bottom of the paper? Well, that is gonna help you when you add your crab. Because the crabs have to hang by there we go. There's our water. Perfect. Now, what you can do with the rest of your papers, hold on to them. I'm sure you can use them for another craft, or if you want to use some scrap paper for later, if you want to draw. It's always nice to recycle paper. So I'm going to keep these. Don't want to lose these. All right. So now we're going to take our oval. Use your scissors. Remember, thumb in the small hole, fingers in the large, wrist to the sky, and we always open and shut. Don't put your don't put your scissors near your hair. Don't put your scissors, play with them. Let's just be safe with them, please. And we're gonna follow and cut this oval out, all right? We're gonna take our time. If you need a little more time, that's okay too, no rush. Ta-da! And there we go, our oval. Now, remember to recycle. What I'm gonna do is, I have 8 legs for my crab, but I also have these 2 claws, and these I'm gonna put towards the top of my paper. But I have all my legs in here, but I'm gonna use these 2 to attach the claws. So what I'll do first is I'm gonna put a little bit of glue right here, and I'm gonna put that towards the top of my crab, because the claws are towards the top of this crab. They kind of hang on the sides like so. Now, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue right here and right here, and I'm gonna press. And press. So I attach the claws like that. See? Now what's our crab missing? Good, our crab is missing some eyes. So what I'm gonna do, remember how I said they kind of look like they're attached almost like antennas? So I have a little piece of red paper right here, and another one. I have 2 little pieces of red paper. So in the middle of this crab, I'm gonna put at the top, in between the claws, see here how I put 2 dots? I'm gonna attach these little red pieces of paper like so. And then remember how I have these fun googly eyes? You guessed it, we're gonna attach it to the googly eyes to the antenna pieces. So I'm gonna put a couple dots like that. And then we're gonna press. Might take a second. We can hold it and we can hold it and spell crab together. See? Oh dear, see? And that happens sometimes. A, B. And then same on the other side. C, R, A, B. And then ta-da! Now what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna start to glue this onto the paper because I don't want it to go, it's getting a little heavier when I hold it. So I put some glue on the back of my crab and I'm gonna put it right in the middle of this paper. And I'm gonna press, 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 and I'm gonna show you what I did. I put my crab right in the center. Now what's this crab missing? I think you're right. Some legs. Now I have 2 legs here. We're gonna start by starting at the top to the bottom. So I'm gonna start by attaching some on the side. They have 4 on each side. So I'm gonna get some glue and I'm gonna put it one leg towards the top. I'm going under the oval. You can put yours on top of the oval if you want. I'm attaching mine by putting it under with the oval. And when I say that, I mean like this. See here? I put it underneath the oval. There we go. There's the first set of legs. Next, set number 2. Same deal, right? A little bit of glue underneath. Press. Same on the other side, a little bit of glue. Press. And now we have set number 2. And then I'm gonna take my other, and I made these all out of construction paper. So you can make your crab, if you wanna use white construction paper, and then if you wanna watercolor it, or if you wanna paint it, you could do that. Or you can use felt, or there's so many other different materials you can use. Maybe even if you wanna use a paper plate, you can make these out of paper plates. Totally can make these out of paper plates. It's a really fun craft to do, and it's quite cute. If I don't say so myself. These are fun. All right, now I'm adding the last set of legs. Now one last time, I'm gonna press everything down so I don't lose it all. And then one thing I would recommend too is just leaving this in a place to dry, because we did use a lot of glue, so we wanna give it time to dry and make sure everything sticks. And if it falls when it's all dry, all you have to do is just add a little more glue. Ta-da! There's our crab. I can't wait to see how yours turns out. I hope that you have fun with this, because it is a fun craft, huh? They're it's a cute little crab. I even added a little smile to mine. And you can add a little smile to yours too. Mine's a happy crab. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.